What's going on, my Cardano friends? It is your friend Jack here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Cardano and the apps in Cardano upgrading, as well as some just in general hidden gems that are building on Cardano and applications that I didn't even know about until yesterday. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. First things first, if you have ADA and you want to stake a turn passive ADA on your ADA, paid every 5 days, automatically distributed back to your wallet, you can do so with the Jack stake pool. Now, the first upgrade we're going to be talking about today is Eternal Wallet. This is one of the most used wallets on Cardano, and they recently announced something that's pretty big, and this is native tokens in Eternal and a live swap aggregator courtesy of MuesliSwap. This is the release for the new year of Eternal, and it is version 1.10. And if we go to the live version of Eternal, we can see right here, if we go to swap in the middle, that we now have a live token swap. We can also go here and we could type in the amount of ADA we want to trade and then find a token that we want to buy. Let's say we want to buy some Ding, or we want to buy some maybe Hosky, some worthless tokens. We can then select it, and then we can see here the best option for this amount is Sunday swap, and it will aggregate. You can see there is a price difference, so be mindful of that. Usually the more ADA you put in here, the less the price difference goes, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, the swap function is pretty cool. You just go to swap, you could swap any token on Cardano. It's very simple and it's natively in the wallet, so this is honestly a really nice upgrade to have, as the more wallets that have something like this, the less confusion and recourse is going to be for people getting into Cardano, and they can just go ahead and use things like this at their own accord. Obviously, they're going to have to pay attention to things like price difference, but having this in the wallet is definitely a huge upgrade. I also want to add that in Cardano, there's not only Eternal, but there's a lot of other wallets competing. So Eternal is likely putting out some new features also to compete with the other wallets out there. Lace is a huge wallet that is being developed by right now by IOHK, one of the 3 founding partners of Cardano. And I do suspect it will be in quite the competition with Eternal. But in general, you as the user benefit from this greatly. We have a lot of options, a lot of great options for wallets on Cardano, and they're only getting stronger being in competition with another, because they have to be better than the other to get users if they want that to happen. At the end of the day, though, all of these wallets are pretty damn good, and they provide a access or portal to the Cardano ecosystem. So if one goes down, you can use another with the same seed phrase. So it's not like your wallet is the end all be all, but it's really nice to have a bunch of different options, because everyone also has different needs, and a lot of these wallets are tailored to NFTs or someone else's DeFi needs. Speaking of NFTs, I also want to talk about a hidden gem, in the sense that this is an application on Cardano called Portfolio that I didn't even know existed until yesterday. I want to make you guys aware of it, because I know a lot of people watching my channel really like NFTs, and if you're on iOS or Android, you can load in your Cardano wallet and check its NFT portfolio progress and all of its worth, your biggest gainers, and much more in a simple app. And I downloaded this on my phone. It's pretty freaking awesome. I can check my NFTs on my main portfolio, see if they're up, see my biggest gainers, my biggest decliners, and also they have a portfolio scoreboard from ease of liquidation, the volatility of your portfolio, and much more, as well as an overview of all your collections and how much each is worth. So this is really cool. Portfolio, I wanted to give a shout out to this because I do think that it is pretty awesome. It's now on iOS and Android, and I can't believe I just haven't known about this. It's been out for over a month on iOS, and they've been building this for quite some time now. So hope you guys would check it out too. If you're into NFTs, this may be useful for you, as I know a lot of people use their phone for NFTs, and this way you just plug in your stake key address when you open the app, and you could see all of your NFTs in there. Speaking of upgrades to Cardano, I want to mention once again, and I know I've mentioned this a few times in the past week, Mesh SDK. Okay, so developer tooling on Cardano is one of the biggest things in my eyes that are going to push us towards further adoption. Obviously, scaling and implementations on the layer 1 that improve the user experience are going to be better, but a lot of this Cardano mass adoption theory of things going mainstream also comes with better developments or core applications, and where that roots from, the root of all roots is developer tooling. So we need better developer tooling, and we're getting it. Things like Mesh SDK allow people to start up a project on Cardano and build an application. They don't need to know all of the ins and outs of Cardano, and they can just use pre-built templates and also pre-built code bases for this. So things like Mesh SDK are huge. This is a major upgrade that's been happening on Cardano. Developer tooling, not only Mesh SDK, but others too. And I really just want to let people know about it, especially if you're looking for getting people into development on Cardano. Mesh SDK is a great place to start. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I just think it's really important to have developer tooling. And I do think if we're going to have apps like book.io, which I'll even bring up right now, and have NFTs on Cardano or books on Cardano as NFTs be one of the mainstream adopters, more things like this can come from further developer tooling. If you understand that, that's great. I'm trying to make a point here. The point is that we really need developer tooling, and we're getting it lately with a lot of people paying mind to the fact that it is underwhelming, the amount of developer tooling we've had over the past year on Cardano. But now that there's applications out and people have built infrastructure, people are sharing it, and also people have had time to make it open source and much more. And our good friend Cardano, or ADA, is at 25 cents. I really never thought it would go below $1. So this past year has been crazy to me. But that's all I have for you guys in today's video. If you want to support the channel, please consider staking with the Jack stake pool. I'll make another video tomorrow for sure. I'll see you guys then. It's been your friend Jack. Peace out.